Yeah, we just thought we'd come out a little bit, but we had a pretty good day. It was supposed to rain in a little while. Supposed to have already, but apparently that thing's like a snail crawling, I guess. And, so it may get here and it may not. But thought before it rains and thunders and lightnings, I'd probably make us a small video just in case. Hello. Oh, what's that?
No.
There. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see. There she is. But no, so I guess since it's been on her brain, I'll go ahead and get out here. But yeah, everybody, well, it used to be the gossip store town down here, but I told her time I get through with it, it's gonna be the ghost store and the ghost town. So there won't be no gossiping. But if I can go in there and get his stuff and, and get out or whatever he has, needs to do, it'll take me probably 30 minutes or less to shop. I know what I gotta get. And she did part of it for me, and so I didn't have but about $50 or a little bit less than that. So I just finished it up and sat there, brought us home. But yeah, she hadn't seen nobody like me before, and it just took. She laughed about how quiet it was today. I was dreading. Well, not dreading it because I couldn't handle it, but I was just like, I hope I don't have to hear that or see these same 4 or 5 people. So usually there's about four or five of them that's kind of old and kind of been there since, Lord, I don't know, they've probably been there 20, 25 years or more, and they look like they've been. And you can tell a gossiper when you see them. Usually I sense it. So, but no, it was just when I went up there to check out both times. Had one of the young girls up there. They had one of them up there, and she said, the things that you would say to a customer, how you doing, and how's your day, or something short like that, and you answer them, and there you go. I didn't hardly see anything in there. There's a few people, but nobody coming up, and bothering my wife, and some of that stuff that she don't want to hear about, and other people's stuff. So I think, I'm pretty well. I know I've got it handled. And my wife thought, I'll just see how long it lasts. Well, I told her, I said, time up there, it's going to be a permanent.
Band.
It's going to be a permanent thing. So, I mean, it just, but she had me on speakerphone yesterday, I reckon, and she let me know. So I was fired up as it was because what happened to her and stuff. So, I let them have it a little bit down there. I said, well, if you're down there tomorrow, I said, I'm coming in tomorrow. I said, if you got something to say, we'll take us outside. I said, you won't like what I got to say.
Nope.
But anyway, it was quiet as a mouse down there, so they didn't have no action on that. But we just went out there and grocery shopped. There you go, on top.
Yeah, we went grocery shopping today, and I had a better day. I feel better.
Feel better.
Uh-huh.
You on tap? I don't know. But yeah, we've gonna have a storm. It's been windy out here. So we've got 15-mile-an-hour winds. Supposed to have some thunder and lightning or something after a while and some rain. So we don't ever get tornadoes or nothing like that here. We've had, Athens was the closest that about 5, 6 years ago. But it didn't get up here to Decatur, but that was as close as it got. And I actually told my wife, I said, that's pretty close. I said, we might ought to go get in the bathroom just in case. If anybody hadn't ever heard, which I don't know how you wouldn't with all this technology and stuff, the smallest room in your house is the one you get in. And if you're in one of those kind of situations, if you ain't got no other option, you get yourself there in the ditch, which I will probably never have to do here.
No.
But I've been here almost my whole life, and they ain't been anything hardly close to. Oh, we've gotten called a Florida, as I call it.
Florida.
Down there, they get them hurricanes. One time we got what was left of it, the tail end of it. What was the rain? Just the rain part, not the actual hurricane itself. But what was left of it, which was hardly nothing but rain. So, that's that's been. I probably was a teenager then when that happened, or at least that. It's been that long, so we've usually never have any weather excitement. It's usually real quiet. Like I said, you can hear a pin drop right now. And but it's funny how just rewind about a year ago, and you had these dang people out here that's helping out these damn people, these crack whores and all that other mess. And so when I make one of these videos or something and tell it how it is and get feathers ruffled, that stuff gets done, because they ain't hardly anybody like me tells it quite like I do. You don't meet very, very many people that'll stand up no matter what. But I ain't heard no action on the videos that we made last night or this morning. Well, actually, this morning it was into the wee morning there almost.
Mm-hmm.
But I even went back and rewatched it. So if I don't tell you something, I didn't go to bed. I didn't go to bed till like a little after 4:00 this morning. I wanted to see that video. I was like, that was pretty good. 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, she wanted to kind of tell her stuff on here. So here she is. Go ahead, honey.
Good evening, everybody. I had a great day. I felt better, thank you to my husband, because you never will ever see a man like my husband that can fix things in a heartbeat. I don't think we're good for us fixing things, But it's hilarious because my husband, I was talking to my husband on the phone, today, and man, it was like a pin drop. And my husband's like, I caught him for the last time, honey? And I caught him for the last time, and he said, I'm on my way. 5 more minutes, I'll be there. And even 5 minutes, and he walked in. He couldn't believe how quiet it was. He was getting off the Sethra bus, and I walked, before it poured. But somebody brought me to the pig, so and it was just hilarious because I come home and I told my husband after we put the groceries up, I said, honey, it's so funny that there ain't no gossipers, there ain't no drama, there ain't nobody talking about their kids and coming up to me and bothering me, and I can bring my dog in and it's peace and quiet. I'm like,
used to be all these little random people. Even when I walk in there, a couple times there where I was putting was right there to where the buggies was. I was getting one of the buggies. It's been several years ago. Well, where's your dog at? Why ain't you got this out? What or whatever, and like, God dang, you mean? If people won't even make casual conversation, and and they especially won't talk to me. But well, why not? Oh, because like I said, it's a lot of biased stuff, and these people seem to gravitate to, especially the women. They seem more of them gravitate to their own gender and whatnot, and kind of sexist stuff. So that's why me and my wife had cut out, the couples thing and all that stuff. We had a couple of them episodes, and
I told some people off in the thrift store when they asked.
I just, I told her we need to find somebody that likes both, both of us, not just one or the other. And if that happens, it happens. That we. Not I always tell her, and she knows, and it don't bother her as bad as it used to. I mean, she still wants it to happen like we all do here, but again, it's not something to beat ourselves up over. It's out there if they want it. But first one that comes and can pass the test of, it's not hard. It's everyday stuff that you do for your own family, your own co-workers. If you're at a job or whatnot,
I told them happy late Valentine's Day.
And it's the same stuff. But a lot of times, what people will do in front of their own family, and know to behave and not to, act inappropriate or back talk or whatever. These people will put on like a front. Sometimes for my wife, she comes in. Of course, she's sort of all excited, but at the same time, I'm usually always the one that kind of always ends up seeing a different version of them, and they're actually what I'd like to call the real version of them. Because I believe you should treat all people the same.
Yep.
If I'm a man, she's a woman, and vice versa, whoever the people are. If you can't treat one white one right, one black one right, or one mixed right, if you're going to be biased or you're going to be sexist on some stuff that you just know you can't do that, you shouldn't even entertain it, But our thing and our offer is as plain as day. My wife said, of course this was funny, but she, and I told her it probably happened, but there's a lot of them old sag bag people, the old crowds check that board, and said, my stuff got taken down. I said, well, that happens. I said, I remember I stuck one up a couple of years back, but no, they don't stay up there no time. But, our thing was, the unicorn bestie thing, and, like I told her, if that person, if she were to, show up okay. And I mean, but, we usually just get on here and look up some stuff or whatever. But, we're just going to come out here and see how mostly know how our day is. And she likes to make videos. So get her something to do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, honey.
I just want to say happy late Valentine's to the beautiful ladies out there. If I didn't get a chance to tell y'all, I had a great day and I'm in a good mood. And if I got food in the house, we had food stamps. And like my husband said, it's a great day. And it's getting ready to storm and stuff. And I hope everybody stays safe and not be hurt, But if our beautiful besties out there, sweetheart, can't wait to see you And I want you to know I love you, baby. I wouldn't mind being your stepmom. Because that's what I want to be. I want to be a stepmom to you. I want to take care of you.
But, and I ran last night. Yesterday, a whole day. Well, I made about 2 or 3 videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't heard no squawking out of the old pasture over there. I'm guessing
He's probably at work.
I'm guessing he got the message.
I think he's at work, honey.
But anyway, less known about him, the better.
My pasture don't mean no harm.
But like I said, he's what upsets me. It's not that I don't mind being said, hey, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. I know what I do wrong. I don't hold it against somebody. But I ain't gonna sit there and take up a whole hour and just run and run and run the same. It's almost like, just watching them old tapes and stuff, them old cassette tapes, VCR tapes, just letting that roll of film just keep going. It's the same exact scenario. I mean, instead of preaching now them Bibles and teaching kids and mostly the old crowd, because you don't get very many kids unless it's grandkids in there. But and he was giving me from what I heard from her, a little hard time. We need the old people. They help us with this and they help us with. They're just as I've known most of them here in recent years. They've tried to get into this high tech stuff and all its hogwash about certain things. And again, it's if you're raised a certain way, you shouldn't change if it's benefits the good side. Anybody trying to make you do something is wrong, don't do it. Stay true to you. And if nobody can't handle it, all you do is tell them get lost, get going, and do away with it. Don't try to stick around, give them another chance. Don't let them fool you. I don't usually give second chances, so when I give a second chance, it don't normally turn out good. But I'll be gracious enough to maybe do that. But I don't give another. So when somebody gets, and it's very rare. But we've had a good day. So anyway, we can make a lot of people out here probably climb a wall if there's enough of them saw us out here if we stayed on here all day. But thing is, again, we do have a Twitter and we do have some stuff, we'll check it once in a while, but nobody has, nobody takes it serious. So if they don't take it serious, why should we? So, that basically does that. But that's why I told my wife, I said it's going to have to come out here in person. Face to face, it'd be so much easier, so much better to do that. Mm-hmm. Than it would be, phone, all that stuff. The less stuff that a person has to have something in the way, like kids and just if you got girlfriends and boyfriends and exes hanging around or whatever it is, that entertains you, okay. But part-time stuff, friend stuff, and all that don't entertain me or my wife. We've been there, we've seen it, and it just, it doesn't do nothing. It's just, like I said, some misbiased favoritism stuff that you see way too often. And I know some people say, well, Derek, I met them long before I met either one of you. It doesn't matter. You invite me there. You got to treat me and my wife how we should, how you treat them. If you're going to invite me to go to a park, or if you're going to invite me to a dinner or a gathering of some kind, and ain't nobody done nothing, I'm going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, I wanted, I did more for her bunch, but tried to go a few more extra times after the first one. I definitely didn't really want to go back anymore. But so she's like, well, Derek, it'll get better, Well, I don't know if it's just, but every time I'm in there in the mix of something, almost every time, never am looked at very much of anything. So they just they invite me there just because they think I want that the food or the drinks or something that's what they want entertained. Well, at least you get free meal in the house. I can do the same here. I don't need any extra people's food and stuff. I don't need to be fed and drink all kinds of stuff. I can do that here. But yeah, it's just really not been the best idea. Just anybody really to come up to me. My wife, she's been with me now 10 years. She practically she tried to get me to see it her way.
But it don't work.
Because she was used to traveling. That was the thing. She was, there's a lot of, like I told her, there's a lot of people, a lot more population out there. She was traveling around all these different states and places that her people were doing before they had all these damn kids and all that other junk. And they just too old for me. Even then, they were too old for me. They just didn't. The youngest and probably out of the bunch that was an adult was probably her little brat sister over there. Other than that, there wasn't. Everybody else was like, at least 40, 45. Practically. I mean, I'm not counting kids, but out of the adults, it could be an adult. The youngest one, I'm practically pretty sure at that time. Well, 60 or so. Anyway, and everybody's just, they just got stuff that something down there. But anyway, we just thought we'd come out and put a little something out here. We just get a kick out of making these videos and coming out here and just cutting loose sometimes, but you want to say something, miss? You got something on your brain?
I took my Redburn Dorothy out today. She's a daddy's girl. She likes going room. She likes it when Daddy plays room in the cart with her, and she'll just lay there and smile at him, and she'll just lay back. I'm glad that she's got a good dad that loves her. And she loves him.
What you're talking about?
Oh yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back, sweetheart. I'll be right back. This is Daddy's girl. She's Daddy's girl.
There you go.
But she's a Daddy's girl. I love her to death. I'm still her mama, no matter what. She doesn't like riding in the cart with me. But I had a great day. I feel better, and thank you to my husband, because I wouldn't know what to do without him being here. Because there ain't no other man you can meet better than my man. Because the other men are sissies.
Well, I just tell her, I didn't let nobody pick on me at school, and I dare say if I was a woman, that'd be the meanest woman they ever saw, because I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't let no men put their thing in my, you know what, and I wouldn't, especially, if I'd be just like I was, just to myself. If that somebody said, "Hey, I found you this and that," okay. So like I told her, I didn't want all this attention. I never said. Well, I looked at school and work and all that stuff that I've tried, and I looked at stuff that's come my way, whether she might have meant for it to be something I'd entertain or maybe or whatever, but like I said, a lot of people got this bias stuff going on, and they want one thing and they want certain things done another way, and then they want, they don't think about, trying to compromise with us, because we talk a lot of sense and we make good points and we give good advice, but you can't teach everybody.
Nope.
Because if you don't want to listen, then I don't know, you can't, so again, it's just why you got to check everything out, make sure you know what you're getting into. If there's anybody out here that views this, if you're one of them that's a good listener, don't take things and turn them around and go backwards. I might could help a few people that view it, and like I said, it's not about how many people you have in your lifetime. It's about what you need, or what might, that you could always see yourself, no matter how old you get, whatever you want. There's some people out there, a lot of people will make these little part-time things do, but with our stuff, the way things are lined up and the way things are, they ain't really nothing going to satisfy us except if one of these days that are offer we threw out there, of course, but we go, like I said, we just I don't have time for, I don't sit around and BS around with people. If I like you, I'll tell you. If I don't,
They'll tell you.
You know it either way. So if I'm getting good vibes off of you, like I said, it'll be so easy. But my wife, unfortunately, being with me for 10 years, she hasn't seen it yet. Mm-hmm. Nobody's been able to
prove me wrong.
Yeah, I've always been proven right to most. All the people she's hung around, or all the people that's come out, whether they come out their doors or wherever she finds them, people picks her up, or whatever. And it's just, she wants to prove me wrong, but it's gonna be tough. I'm a big test. You don't see very many keep what they've been taught, and want things to go the way that they're supposed to go. Most people just give in to stuff, whether it's right or wrong. They just kind of, go along with the program. If I'm for you, and somebody picks on you, and you're in our, and you're the person that we're with or something, somebody picks on you, of course,
I'll stick up for you.
We'll get it stopped. There won't be no mess to have to worry about. So, but if you're on the opposite end and you're, somebody that we've been used to seeing, and you're the opposite of that, then yeah, it goes the other way, and of course nobody uh, wants that after they get one dose of me, and they're done. So anyway, it's just so far we just haven't been able to break things through, but the way we'd like to. But, is there anything you want to say? Oh, okay. But so anyway, if you out there and you want this offer, it's we're in the Decatur, Tennessee area, and we're out here. If you're in the 423 area code or somewhere near that, Athens, Tennessee is close, and there's a few other places. It's probably about a half hour or less away. But just we don't do cards and money and all that stuff. We're just looking for somebody easy, get along with, has our stuff in common, and doesn't, because opposites ain't gonna work. People of opposite of you is never a good deal to have. So anyway, we quickly, basically, we're just like just about everybody. It's just mostly the same, except that we don't do a lot of the hunting and fishing stuff, but like the simple stuff, the shopping, and what we watch on TVs, practically pretty well stuff we either grew up around or just, she'll watch in network movies, and we'll watch our movies from when we were kids, stuff like that, or music. Taste is a little bit of everything pretty much. So, but, we'll do some outdoor stuff, when the fire comes and things like that. We don't work and don't drive. So.
We might go to Kids and Tots wrestling thing sometimes.
Well, yeah, they usually sometimes near Christmas they'll throw a thing for that, So some of the kids that don't usually get anything gets a little something.
I had fun last year. I got the aggravator wrestler. But I had fun though, because I kind of try to sneak up on the ring. But we had fun, didn't we, honey? And that wrestler's like aggravating me. But they were just playing though. Because they said they just want to see if I was their favorite fan. Because they said they like getting their fans rounded up. But they apologized. I told them it was okay. And I hugged them. Because they said they were just wanting to see what. Why I didn't know. And I apologized to them like they apologized to me. So they said that everything was cool. So I really had a good day. I hope that, I didn't get to celebrate Valentine's Day, but it doesn't mean, getting gifts all the time. As long as you love the person that you're with, that really cares for you. Like my husband takes real good care of me. He rubs my head. He'll rub my feet. He's a good massager too. If I have any pain in my back, he can make it go away in a heartbeat. It was good when he massaged my head. I could relax, and it's better than going to a spa. I'm telling you, he's really good at it. I didn't have to go to the doctor for any back pain or headache. He can make your headache go away. He'll kiss you. He'll hug you. And this is the best man that I could ever be with. And he's warm. He's got his dad's warmness. He's really warm. He's warm-blooded. I'm like cold-blooded. It's hard for me. Sometimes I can warm up and sometimes I can't. But I really had a great day because, I got to do something. I got to get out of the house for a little while. And, like my husband said, it's like the usual routine that we do. But I'm going to let you go now. There ain't much to talk about now. So here's my husband.
Well, I'll probably cut this and maybe a little shorter today, just because it's hard to have a 2-hour video every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were kind of fun because somebody, like I've said in videos before, and I can get people laugh just by being me, being the sarcastic version of myself, that the way I was kind of brought up, and just get people to laugh at the fact that I'm, so honest or blunt. But if you're, if you're on my shit list, as it were, but that would be a different story. But just something on the news, presidents or whatever it was, or whatever, opinion wise, a lot of times I can get somebody to laugh like that, but on stuff of that, but anyway, probably cut it short here today. Yeah, we're not even, well, man, we still got a little while. But yeah, if there's anybody, just watch the videos that we put out we put out about 2 or 3 yesterday. So if you want to see, if you're a lady out there, 20s and 30s or whatever, and you're slim to an average, kind of like body type, and you like a little bit of sports and a little bit of everything, just check those out. Their Twitter's under Jessica and Derek Lehman. So again, if you got a Twitter and you're in the local area, you might want to check that out. And if you want a number or numbers or something, just directly messages. That's what they call it on there. Direct message. So DM us on there. Just but we'll post these videos on Twitter. So if somebody sees something, or they want this offer or whatever, like I said, all the info's there. But we've got the means to take care of you. It's just you got to help us out with being laid back and cool and being yourself. Don't put your past on other people and try to drag them down and make them feel bad just because they didn't go through it. You might have went through it for a reason, but if you most likely you just made a bad choice. So if that's what you did, just say something about it one time, and we'll talk about it, and let's just put it away. If that's if you can't do that, don't waste your time. Because I don't want to wind up hearing something 100 times over. Something that should be out there on one of these TV talk shows or something. I just don't have. I'd rather have me and my wife have somebody we can have something in common with, and how we look at things is how they'll look at things, and the way we see them. Like I said, yesterday, if you drink or smoke a little bit, it's okay as long as you ain't abusing it and overdoing it. If it's just an every now and then thing on either one of those. Oh, wait a minute. If it's go ahead. if it's every now and then kind of deal with that, and it's not a constant, I gotta drink or smoke, then we're okay. But zero tolerance, especially on drugs, but we can compromise here and there on a few things if it's reasonable. But if we compromise with you there, we just don't do the alcohol or the smoking. So as long as you're cool with that, and like I said, stuff like that, it's So again, just watch our other videos. We went the one I watched this morning. After I got through, I didn't get through. It was like 1 or 1:30. Me and my wife. So if you want to see what we're in full, what we're doing and what we're talking about, and then last night we had to kind of put something out here. So if you see me get a little agitated, or my wife a little bit, it's just what you'll get when you'll see it come out whenever somebody tries to mess with us or if you're that person, to mess with you. I think you just gotta go. You get to treat them the way they treat you. If they won't treat you like a dog, I agree with treating them back. Saying whatever I need to say. My words are pretty vicious, so it's don't hard. I've never hardly ever had to get physical, so I ain't too worried about it because my voice and my dad's tone of voice is scared just about anybody because I just won't have it any other way till I'm the one that wins because I'm almost always in the right. So I'll go till however long it takes to get it over with. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna kind of come out here and put out a small video, seeing what's up with this one.
She's telling. She says, "No, go away."
Well, like I said, they ain't out here to do anything but post a video out here. It's no worse than.
Nasty, you go away, you bitch.
Well, like I said, they don't need no. I don't know why they waste their time commenting if it's nothing they're interested in. That's what I'm gonna say. That's it. If you're not interested in seeing us on camera or don't want to talk, you don't have to watch us. Nobody has to watch us. Like I said, it's just something we like to do. Kind of do something for fun. We don't stay on here all day. Like I said yesterday when we made it 2 hour and almost 15-minute video. That's the longest video I've made in almost a year or so. Or it seems like a year. Well, I don't remember when the last long one was I made. I'd have to go look. But yeah, it's been a good while. So anybody out there, I can't help it. But like I said, we're not everybody's taste. We're just going to be one certain person's taste. That's going to be it. Whoever she is and winds up being.
It feels good, honey.
What is it?
The sauce was good.
Oh, gosh. Okay, looks like we're probably ready to go. But anyway, we'll probably do another video later. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, sweetheart. Love you.
I'll see you later.